I think one of the hot topics right now in public Wi-Fi is whether or not Wi-Fi should be free or whether or not this is something that end users should pay for. It's been very interesting to see how the models have changed in this. We've gone from an era in which when public Wi-Fi first came out, it was always assumed that you would pay for it. When you go to a hotel, you'd pay for it. When you went to an airport, you'd pay for it. And then we saw this era happen where there was this drive towards making everything free, making Wi-Fi free, making it like water in a drinking fountain, if you will. And that's now driven the widespread adoption of ad-based and other kind of enabled or sponsored Wi-Fi experiences that are out there. The big question is, where is this all going to go? Because we've got kind of an interesting collision happening out there. While free and amenity-based kind of Wi-Fi services have a certain amount of bandwidth that's available to consumers, available to them as part of that experience, where does that end? Do you continue to provide that kind of speed and availability? And the answer is there's going to be a balancing act that happens there. You're going to find that increasingly, because of the costs to be able to support these kinds of high speeds, that you're going to find that the venue owners and operators are going to be increasingly looking at ways to better optimize what they do in terms of the kinds of traffic they're supporting, but more importantly, tying to the experience, the applications, and the content, so that if there are things of value that you want to be able to get to, you're going to pay a fee in order to be able to get to that. And so I think that this is kind of we're in an interesting pendulum swing right now, where we're going to see a bit of this drive towards free. That will continue to happen. People want to be able to have the convenience of free access. But the ability to be able to tie content and applications to being more fee-based, more enabled, I think that's really where we're going to see that kind of balance coming out. And from our perspective, that's why smart networks is so critical for us. That kind of tiered infrastructure allows for Boingo to be able to provide for customers and for venue owners the ability to balance both. And I think that we ultimately see that as areas like carrier offload come into play, as the advent of applications and this boom in smart devices comes into play, it's going to be very interesting to see how this all plays out in terms of the balancing act and where consumers look at the value of what they're trying to get to.